Good afternoon, everybody. As promised, I'm going to do a video on media. I did say that I was going to further up on some of the questions what was in the biofilter. Now, when I first wanted to do a big biofilter, like everybody, I looked at the K1, 2, 3 stuff, which is absolutely brilliant. I'm not here to knock that at all. Basically, I couldn't afford it. I would need too much to go in my system. So I decided to try to work out best ways to make my own biometer. So what I come up with, these are some of the things that I come up with. There's a lot more out there, and please, if you do something different than me and you've got a good suggestion, flick me a message, show me some pictures, put your video out there. I'm only happy to see it. The first and most important thing is, when you're cutting up things and putting filters together or putting some media in other filters and you have offcuts, always make sure you keep offcuts in something like this. Now these are scrubs, or wash machine scrubs, you know, like doing the dishes. Filter, this biomedia stuff here, offcuts of that, the cotton stuff, this matting that comes from out of lounges, I think. Absolutely brilliant, nice and thick. I actually put on top of my biofilter to keep everything down. I put this stuff, but there's all different sorts of stuff. So when you do and you cut it up, just leave it in here. Don't throw it away, because then you can get something like a sock bag and shove it all in there. And this is what I do. I just go and buy sock bags, load all your media stuff in there, and drop your sock bags in there, pull your sock bags out, clean it all in the water that your fish are already in, so you don't stuff up your cycle and throw your tanks back into cycle again, and all your good bacteria stays in your tank, your pond, your IBCs, tubs, whatever you're doing. Alright, so sock bags. Now, we all know what this stuff is. This normally comes in little bags when you buy a filter or something like that. This is all good stuff. Half it's little ceramic-y stuff. Excellent, actually, but you don't get enough of it, and then when you've got to go buy it, it bloody costs you a lot of money. Alright, so that can go in there. Right, this stuff. I think in America you might call this lava rock. We call it scorian here. Don't know why. It's used for gardens. Absolute brilliant as media. Absolutely stores heaps of bacteria in there when you look at it like that. Like little craters all through it. Now, you can go to your local like garden shop that say sells sand and gravel and that. They normally sell this for gardens. And if you only need a bucket full, ask them, they'll probably just give you a bucket full. Might cost you a couple of bucks, if not. Rinse it out though, because a lot of red comes off of it. I don't know what that, it must be a red dye that's in it, I'm not sure. I don't know. But make sure you thoroughly rinse it out. Even rinse it out for a couple of days. Rinse it out a couple of times and let it sit until basically the red's gone. Alright, that stuff is absolutely brilliant. I've got a couple of big, about 2 foot long sock bags and towel bags, and this is just loaded in there of it. Bloody heavy, but it's great. Next thing is, I also put oyster shells in. Go to your local fish shop that sells eating fish and sells oysters and prawns, everything like that. So if you ask them for some of the empty shells, you'll have to clean them out when you get them home. But I put a bucket load actually in my sump, and after 1 or 2 years and that bucket load what happens, you can start to see this starting to get transparent there. So what happens as the pH level drops and it gets a bit acidic, this actually dissolves into the water and buffers your pH. So, and it also acts as a bit of biomedia too. So go to your local fish shop and ask them, they'll just give you a big bucket for nothing, because they either throw them out once they've got all the good stuff out of them. Alright, so that's some more. Now, like that K media we're talking about, there you go. See that stuff? I'll make this. So we're looking at about, I'm not sure what that class is, 16, 18, 20 mil, something like that, I'm not sure. See that? Little holes in it. Well, what that is no more than grabbing some straws, some cheap ass straws, pushing them inside there. See that? Push them in as many as you can, as tight as you can, and then what you do is you cut them in lengths about that big, and that's what you get. Absolutely perfect. That's all you have to do. Right. Not sure I want to be drinking out of them straws now. Put them in there. So, get yourself some straws and that, so we can make those ones up. And the next step, so that's the same size. So what you can do is cut strips about that much, then you cut them on top like that and link them together. Look, that's some more bio media. Look, you can go the next size down. Now most people have got these in their garden. Anybody that's got garden beds around and that, you use them for dripper systems. Pretty cheap. Go buy a roll from your hardware store. Very cheap. So that's the next size down. And you said just link them together again. That's all you got to do. Put them in there. Slide that through. Nice coverage. So that's them. I'm going to throw these in that tub. There'll be a nice lot of gear in this tub soon. Once I get it and I'm doing some other new project, I use it. Normal garden hose. Same thing. Cut them up, slice them on top. Look, little ringlets. Perfect. What's the next thing? Now this stuff, this actually comes from like Super Cheap Auto or Auto Pro or Repco, any of those places. This is a conduit for cars. They've already got the slit in it, so you can just cut them. Now this is pretty easy plastic, and all those ribs, so that collects plenty of bacteria. So look at that. Just put them together, link them together, make little ringlets. You can load them in there. Just loads of them in there. Plenty. Now my most favourite of all, well this is good old media stuff here. When you get cuts and little pieces off of it, just keep it. Don't throw it away, because that can all go in there as well. And the next one is, which is probably my favourite, is this one. This is a harder one. It's a flexible conduit for electricians use it. Now you can get all different sizes, bigger sizes, smaller sizes. This is a great size, and the next size down is even a great size. Now just slice them, same thing, pieces about that big, cut them through there, link them through there like that. That's all you have to do. This is actually excellent, that one, look at that. That's perfect. Go to your local electrician and he'll have heaps of these laying either in his van or out the back of his workshop, and he'll probably say, take as much of it as you want. Alright, so that's probably my most favourite one for making at home, and it's easier. And it will make it cheaper. So what we'll do is we'll pop over this The only thing I didn't do is show you, and I'll show you when we get over to the biofield in a minute, loofahs, or scrubs loofahs that we use in showers here in Australia. You buy them cheap as $1.50 from the cheap stores, alright? So, take you over here, and one thing I didn't have out, sponges, like your sponges that you use for washing your car. You know, they are absolutely perfect, they are. So this is me sump, you've probably seen before, my biofilter and my swell filter. The swell, it all just comes out and swells both ways there, as you see, under there. And this is here, and this is a loofah, you know, like your scrubs that you have in the shower, like that. They're all pushed in there. There's heaps of different sorts of loofahs, and there's a sponge in there. They're all right down deep, full of it. And there's a pipe system, so I can open the valve there, and that lets all the gunk out the bottom, out to the garden. And those tubs there are all primed. There's 500 litres of water there, and I normally put that through every now and then. Alright, so that's what I do. Please, though, comment and let me know what you do. I'd love to know if there's more stuff that I can even do that I probably don't know about. You might be able to tell me something. But not far from 1,000 subscribers now, so I'd really like to get there, maybe even this weekend, maybe with this video. So if you'd like to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do another video. And yeah, we'll see you next time.